We were boxing beats and rhymes, and with Kris Caban, we're gonna discuss Naseem Hamed versus Antonio Marco Barrera in their primes at I think it was 120. Is it 125 at featherweight?
Featherweight.
Is it featherweight? What weight class is featherweight? 126, right? 126, I think. Yeah, 126, then it's 130. 126. No, maybe it's is it 130?
135 is
135 is super featherweight.
130.
Is it 130? Okay, 130. Yeah, 130. Yeah, you're right. It's 130. Okay, all right. So 130. Yeah, because super bantamweight. All right. So where are we now? So Beats, your position is what?
That Hamed was at his prime. This was his hardest task, and he failed.
Nah, your position is what? Your position is that Marco Antonio would beat Naseem Hamed in his prime. That's your position, yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that? You tell us why. Tell us why.
Well, he was undefeated, and he was very confident of winning the fight. You know, and that was the hardest opponent he's fought, and that's why he lost. It's quite simple.
So what? Like you trying to say the Hamed you saw was was that the best Hamed? Yeah.
What do you mean? Was it the best?
It wasn't the best. Brendan Ingle wasn't in his corner. He's got Manuel Stewart. He's changing. He's in transitional styles. Yeah, he basically he's rich. He's earned a lot of money. He's not hungry. He's fighting the Barrera fight for money, and he's got hand trouble. That wasn't him. In his prime, he would have blitzed. It would have in his prime. You saw how Kevin Kelly, that would have been more or less in his prime, and you saw how he dealt with that. He would have banged up Barrera, man. He would have banged him out, bruv. How he would have ate him, bruv. That wasn't a Hamed. That was a flat-faded Hamed who stood in front of him, and that's that.
No, it's not that. It's not that because you're saying he was rich. Was he richer than?
Yeah, he
Barrera?
was. Yeah, of course he was. He was the
He made more money than Barrera, yeah?
Yeah, he did. He was the cash cow of the division. He didn't even need a belt. He was so rich, yeah. Man, he's rolling with people like P. Diddy used to come down in the carpets from the sky. He was the cash cow of the division. After the Kevin Kelly fight, he was over. He was already rich already before he even came to America. He had more money. Barrera, listen, bruv, he could have bought the whole... Listen, that guy had money. When he came into that fight, yeah, he was rolling... Look, the reason why he couldn't turn that fight, and it's documentary now, he had an interview recently with Gary Newborn recently, and he said that fight there's so much money they offered him, but he couldn't turn it down. He just couldn't turn that down. He wanted to. He was looking to retire around that time, but he couldn't. And his problem was trying to get down to the weight. He couldn't get down to the weight, and then he had hand trouble. And that's what you saw was basically... a melted down Hamed, you know what I mean? He was,
okay, so you're saying
even though he's undefeated, though, he was.
You're taking a long time to answer me. You're not letting me come back. You know what I mean?
Go on.
You're saying that because he was rich and contented, that this basically stalled his effort against Barrera. Well, Barrera went on to defend that WBC super featherweight title, so he was making more. In the end, he was making more money than. Hamed, how comes he didn't?
Super featherweight? What are you talking about? It was at featherweight.
Yeah, but he went on to win the super featherweight title. That's what I'm saying.
What right? Against who?
He won the super featherweight against Eric Morales.
No, that belt he didn't. That belt he didn't take that belt. He won the belt. He won the fight, but he didn't take the belt. He didn't like the WBC, and he said he would never take the WBC belts again. He said they were corrupt after the first Morales fight. So he didn't win no belt.
Decision against Eric Morales.
Yeah, he did. That's what he did. He
WBC featherweight title, right?
He won the fight, but he didn't win the belt. Go ahead.
He did win the belt.
No, he didn't win the belt.
Yes, he did.
He didn't win the belt. He didn't win the belt.
Yes, he did.
He did not. No, he didn't.
African guy.
He did
not.
So
how comes he defended it against the African guy?
What are you talking about? What African guy?
Fana.
No, what are you talking about against Fana? Barrera defending against the Fana?
Yeah.
In the you're getting mixed up, man. You're getting mixed up, man.
No. He beat Eric Morales for the WBC super featherweight belt.
In the second fight, you're talking about, yeah. In the second fight, we're talking about now, because that was in the second fight, right?
First fight was at featherweight.
The first fight was at bantamweight.
No, first fight was at featherweight.
First fight was at bantamweight.
Maybe it was, right?
Yes. The first fight was at bantamweight.
The second fight
was at featherweight.
In 2002, yeah? The WBC featherweight fight. I'm talking about after Hamed. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, listen, if you talk about it, I'm listen. Let me tell you something, yeah, because I know you don't know.
Forget the bantamweight fight. Forget the bantamweight.
No, see,
about Hamed.
This has been recorded, Beats. You sure this one out, Beats? This has been recorded, you know. You're making a lot of mistakes here, but continue. Go ahead.
No, I'm not
making a lot of mistakes here, Beats. Go ahead.
Why are you going back to the super bantamweight days?
I'm correcting you when the fights were. I'm telling you, yeah, when he fought Morales, that was a bantamweight fight.
What belts fought for? I'm correcting.
No, wait, but I'm telling you, I'm telling you about the belt, yeah, that you said he won. He didn't take that belt. He didn't win the belt. He didn't want the belt. He didn't want the belt. He didn't defend. No, he didn't defend the WBC. He had no belt.
He defended it against Rocky Suarez, right? He defended it twice against Rocky Suarez, and he lost it to one man with Marquez.
He never had. What are you talking about? With the WBC belt?
WBC super featherweight belt.
He said, "Are you in box rate right now?"
Yes.
Are you in box rate right now, Beats?
Yes,
send me a link, please. We're still recording. Send me a link, please.
Yes, I am.
Okay, all right. So we know what we're talking about here, because you know what I mean. Cause I know him. Brady won no part of no belt after the fight. He said WBC was corrupt, yeah, and because after he thought he won the first fight, he had nothing to do with him. But you know what? If it's there, then it's something. They might have him box rec, but he didn't have no WBC. He only dealt with the WBO. I know for a fact he didn't with WBC. He said they were too corrupt.
Well, he dealt with the IBF too.
Yeah, he did that. Yeah, he did. He see exactly.
And he defended. He won it against Morales and defended it several times. So the question is, how comes he stayed so hungry? Because you know he was making money.
My box rec ain't coming.
So
up for some reason.
you're saying that money was an excuse for why Hamid won the fight?
Yeah, Hamid lost the fight.
We lost the fight, I should say.
Yeah, see, you make a lot of mistakes here, bro. Let me tell you something, yeah? Alright, so here, he won the belt. What was that belt? What weight class is that? The featherweight. That's when he lost that bantamweight. Okay, bantamweight.
You're getting crushed up.
No, I'm not. See, I told you. What are you talking about? I told you. He beat Morales in the second fight, and there's so what? Johnny Tapia was his next fight, and there's no belt. I told you he didn't take the belt. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about in the second? Yeah, and I'm looking at. What are you talking about? Eric Morales in the second fight, he lost the first fight, right? The fight was for Eric Morales' belt, and after the fight, he didn't take the belt because the next fight he had was Johnny Tapia, and that fight was at featherweight.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I'm a boxer in front of me. What are you talking about? Nah, you're looking at the third fight. I'm looking at the second fight. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, well, we're on two different pages.
No, well, this is what I'm talking about, and that, of course, because no. The reason why I said that because that's after Naseem Hamid. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, he went on to win belts.
No. You need to no. See, so you stop jumping. After Naseem Hamid.
That makes my argument even.
No, it doesn't because what?
Because if you would, all right, let's go back even after.
No, you have to stick after Matt. You said no.
I'm saying he took Hamid's belt, yeah.
He took Hamid's belt with the IBO belt, yeah.
Yeah.
He won the belt, but he got rid of it. He didn't defend it. Yeah, he didn't defend. He just threw it in the dustbin. That's what he does. That's what he does.
Major fights against Johnny Tapia, Morales.
He threw him in. There's no belt. There's no belt. Yeah, against Johnny Tapia, Kevin Kelly. There's no belt on the line.
I'm saying they're major fights.
No, I'm not. No question. No question they were. But my point. No question they were. My point is, listen. No, he didn't want. I just told you why he didn't like. I just told you.
Trying to debate belts. I'm saying here's the crux of my argument. I'm saying he's in big money fights for this weight division.
What are you talking about? Okay. Here we are now. Okay. So basically, the Eric Morales second fight.
He's in big money.
Yeah. Right. Okay. He moving
division, right? Winning, right? And he's not losing his hunger. So you're telling me Hamid has one super fight and then loses his hunger? No, and you're telling me you're putting it down.
You trying to say what? Okay. So let's talk about super fight. So you're trying to say. The Morales and Barrera, that's what Morales and Naseem Hamid, yeah. No, Marco Antonio Barrera versus Naseem Hamid, yeah. That's a super fight. The Naseem Hamid's first super fight was the Kevin Kelly fight, and the John Johnson with that. That was the first fight. The Johnson fight. That was his first fight. That was his first super fight at featherweight. Johnson was a champion, and it was a unification. But that was the first super fight for Naseem Hamid's son. You know what I mean? You need to stick with it now. And then second super fight was with Kevin Kelly. That's where he's making the most money, and that was his debut on HBO. And no, listen.
Johnson wasn't a super fight.
It's a unification belt. What are you talking about?
It wasn't a super fight.
It was a super fight because he.
No, it wasn't.
You know why? Listen. Let me tell you something. Yeah, in the featherweight division, right, and the Morales thing, yeah, was a big fight. None of these fights are super fights, but that was the big fight. None of these fights. This is about the biggest fights in the featherweight division. What are you talking about?
Tom Johnson wasn't a super fight.
What? It was the biggest fight in the featherweight division at the time.
Yeah, but it wasn't a super fight.
It was the biggest fight in the featherweight division at the time. You said super fight, and I agree with you. You said super fights, yeah, and so I said super fight was, if there was a super fight, it was the John. That was a super fight. That's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying to you. But you were saying super fight, so I'm saying if that was a super fight, then the John fight was a super fight because it's unification fight. What are you talking about? So you use the word. I'm using the word you're using.
Wait. It wasn't. I'm saying it wasn't a super fight. I'm saying if in hindsight, and we go back to Chavez and Morales, they are super fights.
No, you're trying to say they're bigger. You're trying to say they're bigger than the Hammett fight, yeah? In England, that was the biggest fight in England. America was watching.
Yeah, but
that was his.
Right? What are we talking? International or regional?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? He won the WBO. He's the world champion. What are you talking about?
Tom Johnson just ain't as formidable as that.
Of course. Listen, no one said about formidable. We're talking about look, man. Look, let's stick to the subject, man. Let's go straight to the subject. My position is Naseem Hammett wasn't in his prime. No, Naseem Hammett wasn't in his prime when he fought him. Yeah, right. Now, he wasn't in his fight, and I told you the reason why. I'm telling you, in his prime, right? His prime is around the Kevin Kelly fight, and that Naseem Hammett would beat the shit out of Barrera and flatten him. That's my position. The fact is Naseem Barrera beat man and made Naseem look like shit. Yeah, but Hammett wasn't at his fucking thing, and he beat him. But my thing is, if they fought in his prime, he would beat him. He had more maneuver, more speed. He had Brendan in his corner, and I reckon he would have beat Barrera because Barrera was too just basically conventional. Hammond was awkward. He would have came out with them awkward punches, and he would have fucking fucked.
He tried that. He tried to drop.
No, he wasn't the same.
No, you see, you're talking.
No, go. You're right. Go ahead.
Right, he tried to drop his hands and do all that stuff. My man just countered over the top and smashed him in his head. It didn't work. All that shit wasn't working. He wasn't the same guy, and because he wasn't the same guy. It wasn't because Manuel Stewart was changing his style. Manuel Stewart came into the camp, yeah, with not Augie Sanchez, Figgy Suarez, yeah, the two trainers at the time, yeah, because he left Brendan Ingle in the whatever reason they broke up, and they were still adapting his style. He tried to make him more square up, more like Hearns. He tried to make him more banger. That's why he was getting hit more. In the Augie Sanchez fight, that's why he got his nose blooded up and dropped because he was fighting more square. Everyone knows that, man. Come on now. Yeah, but he got dropped before the Augie Sanchez fight as well.
He always got dropped. He got dropped against Kelly. There's not that. I'm not bothering him getting dropped. He always come back and flatten
he always had a flawed technique.
No, I'm not going to dispute his technique. I'm just saying his technique, yeah, in his prime, he would have knocked out Barrera. He would have beat up Barrera. It's the fact that you saw Barrera flat-footed and stood in front of you. Manuel Stewart had him fighting that style, and that style wasn't suited. It was suited for Barrera.
No. Yeah, the Barrera he fought. The Barrera he fought was a better boxer than when Barrera fought Junior Jones. He stopped slugging like that. He'd either slug or box you. He was more dimensional. That
style suits the Naseem Hammett I'm talking about who beat Kevin Kelly. That style suits him fine. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That style, if it was Naseem Hammett who was with Brendan Ingle, it would have suited him fine. He didn't
beat Kevin Kelly because Kevin Kelly's chin let him down.
No. Kevin Kelly. Listen, let me tell you something. Kevin Kelly was a tough guy. Naseem Hammett hit too hard in the division. That's why he was getting paid so much. When America first saw him against Johnson, yeah, that's the first one they peaked. That's when they gave him a massive contract. He was the most highest paid featherweight at the time, and Kevin Kelly went to fight him because he knew he could make in the bucks. Kevin Kelly as well.
A big puncher, but Tom Johnson was a good fighter.
He was an excellent fighter.
He's not in the same league as Chavez.
No one's saying it. Chavez. What do you mean Chavez?
I mean, Barrera. He's not in the same league as Barrera.
I'm not saying he is. But I'm just saying Naseem Hammett would beat him if they fought in their prime. In my opinion, with Barrera's convention, he would beat him. That's my opinion. He would. Well, I think he would.
I mean, if he was going to qualify that, if he was even out of his prime, because he was still young, he wouldn't have lost by such a landslide.
He lost because Manuel Stewart had him fighting that style. That wasn't the move. That wasn't the fucking move. He was fighting, bro. Look, anyone listen to this right now. Go watch the fight. Tell me you think that's massive. He's standing flat-footed, standing in front of him. All he's looking to do is land that big left hand. That's all he was doing. The Hammett before, right, against Kevin Kelly, you see the movement, the head movement.
What head movement? He's getting his head busted and he's spun around.
Spun against who?
Kevin Kelly.
He was moving his head. And my point is,
moving his head.
Kevin Kelly was listen. He had more movement, man. He had more movement. Listen, and the bottom line is, look what was the result? Now, you know what? You don't give me a joke here. What was the result? What was the result of the Kevin Kelly thing? It doesn't matter. What happened in the result? What happened?
Yeah, I know.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
How much time did he get knocked down?
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Huh?
You're saying he had more head movement. How much time did he get knocked down?
Oh, he got knocked down a lot of time. Bro, how many times Barrera get knocked down? Bro never got knocked down. Barrera never got knocked down. And he never got back up. When he got knocked down, let me say something. When Barrera got knocked down, hey. When Barrera got down, did he not get up? He never got back up, did he? When Barrera got knocked down,
who against who?
When Barrera got knocked down by Junior Jones, did he get back up and fight? Yeah, exactly. When Hammond gets knocked, Hammond gets back to be. Hammond never. No one ever kept him on the canvas. No one ever kept Hammond on the canvas.
He didn't fight long enough.
What are you talking about? He didn't fight long enough. What are you talking about? Huh?
He didn't fight long enough.
What do you mean?
He retired off his first test, which he lost convincingly.
His first test was a long time ago. His first test was against his first test was against Steve Robinson. What are you talking about?
Steve Robinson.
Yeah, Steve Robinson and the belt. He beat your idol. But that's his first test. Well, that's his first test.
Steve Robinson, bro.
Why are you gonna? Hold on. Let me say I'm not comparing. Yeah, I'm just telling you. Tell me, Naseem Hamid's first test was Steve Robinson. Steve Robinson beat your guy in it. He beat your idol in it. The guy you look up to in it.
Who's that? Colin.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Tell everyone who it is so people know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Colin, the former featherweight champion.
What's his full name?
Colin McMillan.
Thank you. Colin McMillan, thank you. Yeah, he beat him. So he was shit, right? So Steve Robinson was shit coming into that fight, right? He was a champion.
That was when Colin's shoulder was mashed up.
Man, you've got excuses all day, man. Like, you need to take... That was his first... Listen, his first test, yeah, was Steve Robinson. His second test after that, in my opinion, was Mamman Wadena. That was a Mamman Wadena went on... He should be in the Hall of Fame. Five-time featherweight champion. Mamman Wadena was tough. These are the toughest guys in the division.
Barrera's league, bro.
I'm not saying that when I'm just trying to know. You know, no, I'm saying about the test. What are you talking about? These guys are tough guys, man. What are you talking about?
Not as good as Barrera.
No, I'm saying look. My point is, yeah, I'm not comparing them to Barrera. I'm just saying he's useless about his test. I'm telling you what his tests are. My position is Hamid, yeah, in his prime, where basically Brendan goes in his corner, yeah, where he's fighting properly would be. And Marco Antonio, the baby assassin, Barrera. That's my position.
The first super fighter he came up against, he lost convincingly. That's what happened.
See, you keep giving super fights. I already told you the first super fight, and everyone knows it was Tom Johnson. Yes, it was. It was Beast. You know what? Beast. You know why? Right? There's no super fight in that division, yeah. But if there was a first super fight, yeah, it was with It was with Fing, yeah. First super fight.
And Barrera was a super fighter.
Listen, it's a unification of a belt. What are you talking? He's got WBO and he's got the IBF. That's the unification. America came to America, yeah. America came. Look, the featherweight division doesn't even get that much shine. First and foremost, let everyone know that. Right? Everyone needs to know that. They don't even get that much money. But that fight brought, because Hammond was a knockout artist. That's what brought him the most money. Because when he came in, he used to knock guys out. That's what people wanted to see. He was giving people what they want to see. And Hammond was the big cash cow. Knocking out Tom Johnson, yeah. An American came to England. That was a big fight, man. If you could say that, if you're going to say a super fight, that was a super fight.
The unification bout, big fight for the
super fight. If you want to say a super
fight was Barrera and Hammond.
That was I'm not going to argue with that.
Wasn't a super fight.
I'm not going to argue with that. But what I'm saying for Hammond, it was a super fight because it's unification. It's his first unification belt. And then what did he do after that? Yeah, he unified the belt. He unified. He got the WBC belt as well. He got all the belts in the division as well at one time.
Barrera stripped all his confidence out of him.
He wasn't the same guy. That wasn't Hamid. That wasn't Hamid. That was a guy who was shot and struggling to make the weight.
That was a guy who was shot. Because, he was.
All right, you know what? So
deconstructed in the ring.
Nah, man, no. You know
so
what?
You're saying none of it was down to Barrera.
Barrera did what Barrera did.
That's what you're saying, basically.
I'm saying if they fit in their prime, yeah. Hamid
he was in his prime.
No, he wasn't in his prime. He was done, man. No, he was done at the end of his career. He was done. So how come he won more fight after that and he retired because he had hand trouble?
Because he
had trouble.
He realized he wasn't as good.
No, man. No, he didn't. He had hand trouble and he was struggling to make the weight. He was struggling. You know what? Okay, let me tell you this. Did you know that he was close to making a Flame Over fight? Do you know about that? Do you know how close?
We're talking about Barrera.
I'm just letting you know what was going on. That's why he was struggling with the weight. They were talking about him in a super fight with Floyd Mayweather. They were actually going to do that.
What if he's struggling with the weight? He took the fight and lost convincingly. And
in their prime. Again, this argument again. Yeah. For everyone listening. This argument, yeah, what I would seem to be in Marco Antonio Barrera met Muhammad in their prime. When Muhammad was in his prime, my position is Muhammad would have beat Barrera. That's it. That's what my argument is. Not when he beat Barrera. Not when Barrera beat him when he was old. It was washed up. It was washed up.
Is that if he was in his prime, he would have beat Barrera.
Yeah. Now that's the argument I've been bringing from time.
Right.
That's the argument I started off with.
And he was wait, hold on. I'm saying something. Right? You can't just jump in there, right?
What you gonna say? Go on, get to it. Right. Let's go.
You think he was in his early 20s and you're saying he was out of his prime, but yet you think Chavez, who fought in 2000 against Costa Zoo, was a legitimate win for Costa Zoo? Is that your argument?
That's sure. That's what you. I'm not saying you talk. I'm not saying you talk. I'm waiting for you to tell me, yeah, right? Tell me and the fight fans listening, yeah, that you think, yeah, Barrera beat Hamid in his prime.
So you're not really going to reply to the question, yeah?
No, because what you're bringing up is something else, nothing to do with what we're talking about here.
How is it not?
Because I'm talking about, yeah. What my position again? No, it's nothing. No.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, it seems like
I'm speaking. If you're right, you're saying, right, that Hamid in his early 20s, a champion, is out of his prime. Yeah. That's what you're saying, and you're saying a 2000 version of Chavez with no title lost how many times to Oscar De La Hoya was a legitimate win for Costa Zoo. How do you work that one out?
How about this? Let's stick to the subject. Yeah, that the fact is Barrera, will lose against Naseem Muhammad in their prime.
No, I'm going to interrupt. We're on the subject because you're talking about prime.
Yeah. So you're trying to say to me when Hamid fought Barrera in that fight, that was his prime? Is that telling me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your argument. My argument is different. I don't prove it. He said himself in that interviews there. Listen, he said it out of his mouth with Gary Newborn. I was done by that point, right? I was done. Yeah, well, you should do. Well, I do, and I believe him. That's why we're arguing now. So because you're arguing about Chavez, but you haven't got Chavez's talking about. I've got Hamid talking about it on Sky Sports. Yeah, for you guys know. Yeah, check the interview. Yeah, go Sky Sports. The interview with Naseem Hamid and Gary Newborn. Check the interview. And see and check what I'm talking about. Right? In fact, Beast knows more than the guy who's in the ring. So that Beast knows more than the guy who's in the ring.
He had his title. He was in his early 20s. He was bragging what he was going to do with this and that.
What title did he have?
The IBO title, yeah.
That wasn't his title.
Well,
that wasn't his title. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He was looking to retire. I told you he was looking to retire after the Augie Sanchez thing. He weren't. He tell you he was done after Augie Sanchez. Yes, it was. After Augie, his contract finished. His contract finished with HBO. But they go. So we're gonna do one more big fight, right? One more big super. That's why he didn't fight in America in his last fight. They offered him crazy money, right, to come back for fight Barrera. His contract was finished. That's why he struggled in that fight. He brought Manny to just to finish off his contract with HBO. They brought him back with one big fight against Marco. They offered him so much money. He had trouble making weight. His sparring partners weren't there.
Problem if he had trouble making.
Well, I'm trying to tell you the facts, guys. People were trying to. I'm trying to say he wasn't in his prime. The argument was trying to tell me he was in his prime. I'm telling you he wasn't. That's my argument, bruv. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, my argument is when he was in his prime, bro. That's the argument here. That's what we're arguing about. See, I stick to the subject. I stick to the subject and what we're talking about. I don't drift off.
A 26-year-old wasn't in his prime.
Yes, he wasn't. He was done.
26-year-old world champion.
He's rich. He's rich. He's earned so much money from the HBO contract. He's rich. He's got so much money ready. You know what I mean? He's left at this point. He's left Frank Warren. He don't need Frank Warren.
He's so rich. Why did he bother even take the fight then if he was at his prime?
Because the money was too. Look at this. Right, I know you don't know about basketball. There's a guy called Phil Jackson. They've offered him a job.
Basketball now.
No, I'm just telling you a fact. Just telling you something. They've offered him so much money to run the New York Knicks because it's so terrible. It's so much crazy money that he couldn't even refuse. Of course not. It was easy money. Hamid got. Listen, this is the fact.
Going into the fight.
No. Listen.
Who's favourite? Who was favourite going into the fight?
What? Who was favourite?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Hamid was favourite going into that fight.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. But that's because you know why? Because it's past accomplishment. But he knew he was done, and that he knew he was done.
And he got schooled.
Yeah, he got schooled, but I said that. No, but that's not an argument. That's not an argument. That is not an argument. I'm saying in their prime. I'm saying in his prime. It wasn't in his prime.
He thought he was gonna go in there.
No, he did. He was just listen, man. Listen, Beats.
Right.
See, you know what, Beats? You know what? This is. Go on. I'll let you go. Go on.
And your argument about the trainers, right? Well, he went to Manny Stewart, the top trainer in the game. You can't use that as an excuse for losing.
So how many fights did Manny? How many fights did Manny stay with him?
Well, he retired, didn't he?
No, listen to me. Let me ask you again. How many fights was Manny with Hamid?
He fought with him from what fights? Let me go back.
No, I can just tell you. You don't need to go back, as I know. Do you want me to tell you?
He fought.
It was the Viu Bungle fight. That's what he won. That's where he had him from, and he had him from the Augie Sanchez. That point onwards. The Cesar Soto fight. The Cesar fight. That's where they broke up. After that fight, that's where he broke up. He's having trouble with him. Yeah, he was having trouble with them from Wayne McCallum fight onwards. The Paul Engel fight. Yeah, he was looking to find another trainer. And then
what's that got there? Why are you trying to stall? What's that got there? What are you saying?
I'm trying to tell you. He trouble trainer. Trying to say he wasn't in his prime. Trying to say he got money. He's going through a transition.
Well, he went.
No. Listen. The thing is, yeah, B. So what you trying to say? Because you keep drifting, yeah, right? Is the argument is this? If he was in his prime, and this is I'm trying. My point is, I've proven to everyone else listening and to you yourself that he wasn't in his prime when that fight happened.
Here's that boxing work.
No. But who's the guy making the noise? Is that Kris Caban? You need to mute yourself, Kris. Me and Beats are having a is Ben.
Nah, that's probably me, bro.
Yeah, mute. So me and Beats are having a mission.
You prepare for a fight, right? You get.
Yo, what are you debating?
We're recording right now, but Umar needs to keep quiet. Me and Beats in big.
The best you can afford. So he got the best guy for the job. So whether Manny Stewart got the tactics wrong, whether he fought the wrong type of fight, he got the best he could afford. He gave himself every opportunity to win that fight. If he was so past his prime, like you're saying, trying to end his contract, why are you going to pay out for the most expensive guy you can get and the best?
Let me tell you something, yeah? Are we arguing about him versus Barrera? No. Are we arguing about him versus Barrera when he was shot? Are we arguing about when he was...
So all your questions you don't answer.
No. Are we arguing... No, I'm just making it clear to you. Are we arguing, yeah? Are you arguing with me that when he fought Barrera, that he was at his best? Is that what you're telling me?
I told you yesterday.
Okay, okay, all right. What my position is, yeah? I've been trying to prove to you, and I'm not... Maybe not to you if you don't want to take it, that he wasn't in his prime. I'm telling you, in his prime, he would have.
I want you to answer one question.
No, I've asked you a question. I've just asked you a question that's there. Because you know what it is. You want to know because what it is. Now your question is to me, right? If I'm clarifying that, is that when he fought Malcolm Barrera, he was at his very best. Is it? That's what you're telling me, yeah? Is that what you're telling me? That was his very best. That's what you want me to say. He was just saying he was at his prime optimum best and his age, and he was at his very best. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that the featherweight division, that the guys at the lower weights, yeah, they age quicker. Everyone knows this, yeah. The guys they go out of their prime very quick in the lower divisions. It's not like heavyweight division. Everyone knows that. So the age of 26 you bringing up, they're usually done by. They're usually done.
Barrera, wasn't he?
Pardon?
Was he younger than Barrera when he fought?
No, Barrera, I think. Yeah, actually, he was slightly a couple of months. By a month or two.
That argument's bun down then.
No, by a month. Barrera's birthday is in April. Hamid's in February. What?
Even if he's younger by half a second, it's bun down.
Listen to me, bruv. His contract finished. He was done. He was looking to finish. That was it. He was looking to hand the gloves up. They called him back, said, "No, we've got a big fight for you against Barrera. You can't turn it down." And he said, "All right, I'll take it." And that's what he did. He said, "You know what he said? He said it was life-changing money." I'm going by the interview. I'm going by his interview, bruv.
Right. if he knew he was past his prime and that he didn't care about the result because he was past it, why pay all that money for Manny Stewart?
Because he's got the money.
Why? Why though? Why?
Because he has the money.
You're saying he knew he was done.
Yeah.
Right? So why pay for Manny Stewart?
Because I'm going by the interview, and people need to check the interview. The reason why, because at the end of the day,
on the road, he gave himself every single the best chance he could.
No, he didn't give himself a best chance. Shut up! Listen. Look, see, the argument is again, yeah, right. And I'm not going to argue with this because this is pointless. Yeah, your argument, it's pointless. No, because what I'm trying to say to you is that you keep trying to sneak out of it. Right? I keep talking about their prime. No, I'm answering your question. No, I am. I know it's not what you want to hear, but I'm answering your question. Yeah? You put it to me that he was at his very best, and I'm saying he wasn't. That's the gist of it. I'm saying to you, forget that. I'm saying to you, if he was in his prime, I'm saying he'd have beat him, and I've told you why. And that's it. Keep going around in circles trying to get me to tell me that Barrera, that Hamid was in his prime.
Let me tell you about Naseem Hamid's career, right?
You don't know Naseem Hamid's career like I do, though. I know you don't, because that's my guy. That's why.
I don't need to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's thank you. So now you're at a disadvantage. So you're at a disadvantage when you're arguing.
I'm going to say.
Okay.
If I don't.
Go ahead.
Right? The Tom Johnson, right? The Steve Robinson fight was a British title masquerading as a world title.
You're having a freaking laugh. You're having a laugh.
Right.
So world title chat
fight was a good fight, which didn't peak the radar at world level.
It was a stadium fight.
I'm talking, bro.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Right?
Go ahead.
The fight peaked levels outside boxing. This fight was nuclear. So if he wasn't in his prime for this fight here, doesn't make sense what you're saying. This is the biggest fight of his life, amateur or pro. The biggest occasion, biggest payday, biggest crowd, biggest stadium, biggest arena, and he lost.
So, that's all. Alright, that's my argument. I'm not arguing about that. I'm arguing about if he was in his prime. He wasn't in his prime. That's it. And I've told you why. And I'm not arguing about that.
How'd you say it wasn't in his prime again?
I've already told you, so the fans can listen to it on the replay when they replay the thing. I'm not gonna go back over it. I'm not gonna go over it because you wasn't listening. So I don't know what to say. I've said it like 5 times already. 5 times I've told you why he wasn't in his prime.
Check me back again.
No, I don't need to talk back again for you to memory. I don't need to. My point is this. Yeah, my point is this. You've exhausted. This subject has been exhausted. I've won again. I've got my victory lap on. I'm running around the track. Already, my hands are up. I'll go through the finish line. Beats is trying to masquerade this year, trying to take away the man's win, trying to say Steve Robinson wasn't thing, even though it was a stadium fight, trying to say it wasn't a big fight, it was massive.
I want to bring the guys in here.
No, this is me and you. Nah, you don't need to ask them. You don't need to bring no one else. No, because you know why? You're trying to get sides now. You're trying to get sides. Yeah, you are trying to get. Yeah, but they don't know about it though. They don't know about it like me and you do. So why are you even bringing it up? Hamid's from England and Barrera's from Mexico, and that's that.
That's there, Kris.
No one's gonna bring your side. You can't bring no one to try and back you.
Robinson is. Who? Steve Robinson.
Steve Robinson. I've seen him fight before.
Right.
Yes.
Who did he fight?
See, look at him trying to justify. Look at him. Fans, listen to this. Mr. Boxing Beats.
I've seen him fight though.
See, listen.
I remember.
What's the topic?
See,
Steve Robinson.
See. Beats, that's why you should leave it alone, Beats. That's why you should leave it alone.
He didn't even know he fought him.
No, he just knew who he was. He said he watched him. See, you're scarred, Beats. You thought he was gonna say no. I don't know if you even know the guy is.
Yeah,
see?
He knew.
Okay then.
What?
Steve, listen, mate. Fight fans, you see Beats trying to get other people to fight his argument. You see fight fans listening.
You're getting started.
Hey, you know what? Fight fans, this is gonna go on forever. We're gonna have to call it a day now because it's late at night. It's 6 in the morning, and Beats is trying to get other people to jump on board. So I'm gonna call it a day, right? Comment after and comment after. Yeah, on my recording, I've finished. So peace.